Hello and welcome to the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update. It is, of course, Thursday, August. No, it's September. Why do I keep referring to this as August? It's indeed September, guys, as hard as it is to believe. September 9th, 2021. The days just keep falling off the calendar. A bit like the candles on these charts. Yeah, we're seeing a bit of traction in the space today. Seems like we're bitterly hanging, the majors at least, are bitterly hanging on to support here. Bitcoin currently a little over $47,000. And yeah, let's go check real quick on Ethereum. Ethereum, yeah, a little over 3,500. We're seeing a little bit of a minor recovery here from the meltdown on Tuesday. And alts are roaring pretty good today. So we're going to cover the latest price action in the space and see if we can chart a course for this wandering up in prices. Is this the end of the dump? Are we really going to break out bullishly here, or September has a lot more pain to come? What comes next is just a little bit of a test up after an epic pump, but potentially another breakdown looming ahead. We're going to have at least one of our analysts on the case today to tell you about their thoughts. Alex, of course, is not with us today. He had some things he had to attend to, and Jason,
my friend.
Jason, my guy. What's going on, buddy?
Not much, man. Beautiful Thursday. Not much to do in the markets as of right now. We're kind of stuck within a rock and a hard place. A lot of people probably going to lower time frames to get all excited, but I think right now the best thing to do is be on your hands, because we're getting a lot of volatility, of course, but just no signals at the moment. And I think that's for the best, because I'd rather wait for a good trending signal than get chopped up.
All right, let me just do a little adjustment here, guys. All right, I've lowered my microphone volume a bit, and hopefully it's in line with Jason's voice. Do let me know, guys. Am I coming in roughly the same level as Jason? I just made an adjustment now, so give us a few minutes to experiment. Hopefully, audio levels are okay. Let's keep it rolling, I guess. We do, of course, have about an hour of chock-full entertainment ahead of us, and you know how the next 60 minutes or so are going to break down. We are going to, of course, look at a bit of news. We are going to get into crypto bubbles. We'll check in on the alt space. We will, of course, shout out the audience. We're going to open a D-Live chest later in the show as well. We're going to, of course, go through Jason's going to do a quick scan of his watch list before we get into your requests today. Jason going to be holding it down. All right. Well, in that case, man, you know what? I don't even have that much news to cover today. I don't know if we're going to have much material we're going to have for the show, guys. But hey, let's roll with it. Let's see how we make out today. All right. I'm going to get into the news. Let's do it. Here's this first piece from Cointelegraph. MasterCard acquires major crypto forensics outfit CipherTrace. Man, this is a big acquisition. The global payments giant plans to incorporate the crypto intelligence project into its digital currency expansion plans. Yep, MasterCard is not sleeping. And here's another acquisition, kind of demonstrating that they're willing to innovate and move with the times. MasterCard's focus on crypto and digital currencies appears to have taken a greater dimension given the company's recent move. According to a release on Thursday, the global payments giant has reached an agreement to acquire CipherTrace, a blockchain intelligence firm with crypto forensics capabilities for over 900 cryptocurrencies. As part of the acquisition, MasterCard says it plans to integrate CipherTrace's operations into its own cybersecurity solutions for digital assets. According to the announcement, MasterCard will combine cyber capabilities with CipherTrace's technology to differentiate its card and real-time payments architecture. For MasterCard, the deal will allow clients and partners to adopt digital assets while maintaining compliance with financial regulatory provisions. Commenting on the acquisition, MasterCard's cyber and intelligence chief remarked that the growth of the crypto market has necessitated the need for trusted and safe operations. Indeed, MasterCard has been visible in the crypto and blockchain investment scene, including partnerships with notable primitives in the crypto credit and debit card arena such as Gemini and BitPay. All right, on and on it goes. The major acquisition of a crypto forensics player like CipherTrace might be geared toward greater interaction with central banks and stablecoin issuers on digital currency matters. Yeah, you know what? This does demonstrate one thing. MasterCard is, the future is crypto, and they realize they do want to. They do want. Go ahead.
I was just gonna add to that because, like, you don't even have to be into like what the banks are doing or the acquisitions and stuff like that. Like for me, the underlying narrative of this is it goes back to that old adage of adapt or die. And when you're seeing big players like this make moves to make sure that they are on top of the crypto scene, that just goes to show you that crypto really is the future, man. Like people are going to be like all of the large players. And I mean, yeah, this is just one of the stories, but this just shows you that we literally are living in the age of adoption right now.
Indeed, that's precisely what this shows, and shows that Mastercard, yeah, they intend to be a crypto processor pretty much as they intend to be a traditional payment processor. Of course, with such a lofty ambition, Mastercard, a big thing with crypto is compliance, right? You want to know
Yeah.
where the crypto's coming from, where the crypto's going. You don't want to be caught flat-footed. You don't want the regulators to come knocking at your door saying, "What are you doing processing all these crypto payments that you should know better?" So clearly they're doing their due diligence and yeah, acquiring CipherTrace because I mean you don't buy something like CipherTrace if you don't intend to broker or find what I guess what the
You could say
intermediate.
the same thing about CryptoPunks, right?
Yes, indeed. But yeah, you don't buy CipherTrace if you don't plan to intermediate a great deal of
Right.
crypto
There's a
payments.
plan there. That's not just an acquisition for no reason.
Indeed. Yeah, well, it's going to be folding neatly into their existing crypto unit, guys. And it goes to show you they mean business. They expect to see huge crypto volumes, and they need a dedicated forensics partner partner now. It's pretty much on board with their company to help them. I guess, remain compliant, keep the regulators happy, that sort of thing. It is big news. It is certainly big news. Clearly, the industry shifting in this way. Yeah, like something like Mastercard and Visa, as payment processors, as private companies, they're big, they're behemoths, they're juggernauts. But they kind of ride a line. They're not quite central banks, they're not quite commercial banks. They kind of ride like this middle ground, and so they are still private companies, and so they're still beholden to I think the big government. But nonetheless, it does demonstrate that they are, like Jason said, willing to adapt or to avoid dying.
Yeah,
All right.
I mean that's how like just evolution works, man. It's not like an argument or anything, but just look over history. It's the people who adapt who survive, and I think large players know that, and they see what the potential here is and where the future is. So you're seeing them act in accordance to that.
Indeed.
Occam's razor.
All right. Let's get into another piece here. This comes from News BTC. Let's see how much substance is in this particular article. It did bring something across to my attention. The September curse and how it's preparing Bitcoin for another rally. I wasn't aware that September was historically kind of ugly. At least opens ugly for Bitcoin, being dubbed the September curse. Let's have a look here.
God, that's so silly. I was telling people about the charts that this dump was coming, like, oh, it's a curse of September.
Bitcoin has suffered heavy losses along with the most of the crypto market following, of course, the flash crash that happened following El Salvador's Bitcoin Day. The digital asset has been trying to recover from losses since it occurred 2 days ago. Part of the cause of the crash has been attributed to, quote, by the rumor sell the news event triggered by the adoption of Bitcoin by El Salvador, but the charts show another factor that led to the crash. If anything, the official implementation of Bitcoin as legal tender in El Salvador had bad timing for the market. Historically, September has not been the best month when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Countless analysts or countless analyses have pointed to an impending crash after the market had rallied in August. That's kind of what Jason was pointing out to. The August rally
Done.
was punctuated by indicators that things are topping, ready for this to happen. The month of September has always been one of low momentum, and it looks like news as big as Bitcoin being accepted as legal tendered by a sovereign nation would not be enough to change this. The curse of September has always shown very similar, almost identical movements in Bitcoin's price. A look at Bitcoin chart shows that this month has usually started out with a crash in price, thus leading to the term September curse. The crashes have always led to at least a 17% loss in value, making the start of a low momentum month as the price struggles to regain its footing in the market. There is usually a surge leading up to the crash, ergo, the surge that happened in August Then the movement to exchanges show a sell pressure leading to a significant drop in price, blah, 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 blah. All right, guys. I usually don't indulge in these types of articles, after the fact.
People
TA
were selling combined. I'm trying
is,
to say.
but it kind of does reiterate what Jason was saying. It was all over the charts. You could see the writing was on the wall as early as late August. So it was pretty clear what we were running up into. At least, hey, if you're savvy and tuned into the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update, you certainly did. But
Yeah,
yes,
I mean, we were safe. I hope the rest of you guys didn't get crushed by that movement. But I mean, if anything, I got to buy cheaper Bitcoins.
indeed. Here is a look back at 17, 18, 19, and 2020. And we can see here, indeed, here's one September highlighted. Indeed, a giant dump some along the way. Here's another September. That ended up, this could be what we're looking at right now, this pattern here. We're going to see a further breakdown come along. And here's another one September, but had a nice rally afterwards, tapered off. And here's another one, which I'm supposing this is 2020. And I do remember this as well. September crash, but we pulled out. So the question is now, are we going to have a repeat of, would this be 19 or would this be 20? I guess I could zoom in on this chart. Either way.
19.
Will we have a repeat of this? I think this is 19, you're right. We'll have a repeat of this, dump in September, and then we took off for new all-time highs. Or are we going to have a repeat of, well, I guess some of these other ones.
I think they're silly to compare those patterns on that, but
maybe this is 18.
They're just trying to find things that look kind of like an L, like.
Well, they're demonstrating that in September we've had, sell-offs, and then something continued from there.
That's a nothing burger of an article.
That's the September
just someone
crash.
Trying to write.
I agree. This isn't nuts, but it's something to think about. Is the September crash a set in stone type of phenomenon in the crypto Bitcoin space? Well, I guess in some ways you could say yes. It certainly has happened in the last couple of years, but I wouldn't say it's giving us any directional bias. All right,
no.
Let's go ahead and look at this article. Speaking of Bitcoin and Bitcoin Day in El Salvador, I have this piece here from Bitcoin Magazine. It's called "A Look at Local Bitcoin Adoption in El Salvador." And this is less of a written story and more of a visual journey here to kind of show you what El Salvador looks like right now in the first week of the great big Bitcoin adoption. If you guys want to check this out, I, of course, leave links in the description below. But yes, this is a story in photos. Yes, you can see how everybody is Bitcoined out. We'll look at a, well, definitely not a first world nation. Certainly puts things in perspective. But here you go. You can see people, I guess, Bitcoin banners hung out everywhere. Here is a food stand, a drink stand, advertising Bitcoin and ice cream and all that.
Getting cooler.
So yeah, exactly. Yeah, Bitcoin all over the coolers. So indeed, this is well, the best small business gets, and adoption of Bitcoin you can see all over here. Well,
it's pretty cool.
I certainly hope this does help with recovery.
Except on Bitcoin.
Hopefully, exactly. Hopefully, yes, indeed. Hopefully, this does help improve the economy, the state of the quality of life for the average El Salvadorian over there.
It makes things easier for people. Absolutely, that's the whole point. In my opinion.
If anything, this is a really strange juxtaposition here. Bitcoin being kind of like future tech, kind of super modern. It's crazy to see that this is adoption. It's not coming in a high tech first world nation. It's juxtaposed with images of basically poverty and this, right? It's kind of weird. It's kind of jarring.
Not what I thought we'd be seeing first for sure, but I think it's interesting the narrative how it's kind of spun. So now it's like impoverished nations are utilizing it to help themselves get out of that, and that's kind of interesting. Yep. Didn't think about that.
Yeah, well, I guess it'll be wait and see kind of thing to see if that actually comes to pass. If Bitcoin is ultimately a net benefit to the average El Salvadorian out there. But yeah, I guess in a sense it's weird. On the other hand, maybe it's not. Maybe Bitcoin's whole promise has always been to bank the unbanked, and that's kind of what this looks like. But indeed, here is But this is Bitcoin training. Oh, yeah, indeed. You do have to help people get familiar with using their devices and making all these payments happen. Yeah, here's a barbershop in El Salvador get your hair done with pay with Bitcoin. Yeah,
with some dust.
Yeah, Bitcoin everywhere. You got to get your snacks. Got to get your grub on. You can do it through Bitcoin.
Man,
Indeed, some scenes from El Salvador, guys.
It's a little bit of Bitcoin, man. You could buy that little hut out.
I know, right? You could, if anybody wants to, maybe live a simpler, cheaper life, maybe move to El Salvador. Indeed, buy one of these.
They're bringing a new definition to stacking sats over there.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
One ice cream bar at a time, boy.
One ice cream bar at a time, indeed. Yes. So if you guys want to open maybe your own little food cart, in El Salvador, well.
Yeah, get a hot dog cart.
Maybe your Bitcoin riches will serve you well in that new enterprise. All right, guys, really that's all I had. Ready for significance in news. Let's see here. We got a follow-up to the SEC's handling of the Coinbase Lend debacle. Let's see here. SEC's handling. We kind of covered this SEC's handling of Coinbase. Coinbase, of course, wanted to launch their Lend product and got basically stonewalled by the SEC. Little cooperation over there with the regulator. Let's see here. With Coinbase's CEO lamenting a recent back and forth with the SEC, crypto lending as a whole seems to be in the regulatory crosshairs. SEC doesn't seem inclined to extend the non-security status of FDIC-insured bank savings accounts to non-FDIC-insured crypto banks. All right, crypto lenders facing the same fate as ICO issuers. Of course, yeah, man, I really don't want to reiterate this. We already kind of covered this. We get the idea. Is there any really new developments? I guess this is kind of expanding just a touch more. Yeah, this is a nice piece from the Block Crypto. These guys always do excellent dives into it. I guess I'll just leave the link in the description below. If you were with us yesterday, you roughly know what occurred. It's a shame the government or the regulators just don't want to let certain exciting things happen. I think crypto interest rates would be just too generous, would totally screw up the close to zero rate game that the commercial banks and the central banks have running. Let's see here. Yeah, there really isn't a lot for me to look through here, guys. So I guess we can keep it rolling. Yes, sorry, I was looking for something else to cover, but realistically, this is it. All I have for the news, guys. So let's keep it going this Thursday afternoon on the show. All right. All right. Bubbles. What's going on in the alt space today? Whoa, it is sure a sea of green, a somewhat unexpected sea of green. Things are looking mighty good over here on the bubbles. Algo having a screamer of a day. I'm assuming this might be rocketing toward or through new all-time highs. Algo 2 days in a row, pumping.
Glad I have a little bit.
All right, yeah, indeed, you do have some algo tucked away. It's up nearly 39% today. Other big winners: Adam's up nearly 35%. eGold up 33%. Airweave also up big, 36%. AVAX up nearly 18%. Mina Protocol up 28%. Yeah, Mina, I heard, is joining forces with Poly Network or Polygon, I think, one of the layer 2 solutions. So Mina is going to help bring privacy features to a layer 2 solution. I think it was Poly. I think it was Poly. So that is one reason why Mina is up nearly 30% today. IOST up 25%. Omizigo up nearly 18%. Tezos up 26%. Phantom up a solid 26%. And on it goes. A lot of bubbles up at least double digits today. Even these small ones, even like CRO here. CRO is up 10%. Cardano is up nearly 7%. Quantum, Qtum up nearly 13%. Yeah, man, it's green. It's green. Of course, we had a fat pullback, so it takes a few 30% days to make up for a 50% plummet. But there you have it. It's been a good couple days. Hard to tell that we're looking super bearish, right? Somebody's still buying the dip, and strongly. All right. Altcoin volatility out of the way. Let's keep the ball rolling. Let's hop into the live chat, see who's with us today. I'm going to read a few comments. Maybe I'll even learn if the audio levels are good. Maybe I raised Jason up a little more at some point, so I'm going to up my volume a little more to match Jason's boosted volume.
Feel so boosted?
Yep, just boosted myself after boosting you a few minutes ago.
It's all around.
Fire the boosters, boys. Let's go up here. Let's scroll up to the first one. B-Flow. Shoutouts to B-Flow. First to the chat. Shoutouts to Philly Car. No shame in being second to B-Flow. Well, very honorable of you, Philly Car. Good to have you. Crypto Jenny, third. Yes, Crypto Jenny, live in the house and third in the chat. I guess this is a thing. Yes, it certainly is. People love being first through the door, I guess. Jag077, Algorand heading to the moon. Sure feels like it. Crypto Jenny says, hi everyone. Hi to you. Jonah, love the shows with us on DLive. Hello everybody. Big shout outs to Jonah. Rhino TD. Hello fellow Kryptonians. Yes, my Cal-Al Rhino TD. What's going on, buddy? I hope that lemon market has been good to you all in DLive land. Yes, lemons have been sweet to us. We did get that crazy $1,000 super chat from Lambo Dreams yesterday. That keeps the lights on here at DLive for at least an extra day. Yeah, maybe 2 days, depending how thin I spread the lemons. Adam, hey fellas, big shout outs to Adam. Rokoff, our boy Rokoff on DLive is back. Big shout outs to you. Polly B, hey folks, it's a bit of a recovery, sure is. Alex1233, how we hanging? Justin Wise is in the YouTube chat, joining us live today. How are we doing today, he asks. We're doing great. Big shout outs to the man Justin Wise. You asked and you received. The man is back, and you'll be seeing him more around the CC offices, guys. Be Free 7, big shout outs to you on DLive. Rhino TD, all good trading wise. A few quick trades. Calm before the storm, maybe. Yeah, maybe indeed. Alex1233. Be Free 7, that's a cool name. Yeah, we got a lot of B's. We got Poly B, we got Be Free. This is the B zone. Rokoff, nice to have you back. He says to Justin, indeed. Jason is a bit lower, but no big deal. I made some more tweaks. Let's keep reading comments. Taz Blitz, shoutouts to you. Justin Wise, I already mentioned. Let's see who else is here. Oh man, were our icons swapped this whole time, or did you just go live?
I've been live for a little bit.
Oh, gotcha. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Alright, I gotta figure... Oh, okay, sorry guys. My apologies. Light. Alright, I'll fix this in just a moment, I suppose. Bear with me, guys, just a second. Alright, back to the comments. Back to the comments. Let's do it. Alright, here we have it. Be Free already mentioned. Crypto Jenny. David Rice. Shoutouts to you. Let's see here. Crypto Jenny. Is it really easier in El Salvador? It seems like putting the cart before the horse, almost. You mean adoption easier? Well, it's a necessity, really. They're giving it a shot. We'll see how it works out. Let's see here. A couple more comments. We're going to get into the main analysis coming to your way in just a minute. Alex81SG, hi everyone, back from Italy. Lots to catch up on. Well, I'm glad you're back from Italy. Hope you had a great Italian adventure. Our boy Alex81SG from, I think the north. I think he's a northern Italian. David Rice, push the cart out or pull the cart. Taz Blitz, good job. It was Bitcoin, not Doge they picked. Yes, I forget what that's in reference to. Oh, yes, you mean El Salvador. Yes, thank God. Imagine selecting Doge. Rhino TD, first world countries have taken the wheels off and dragging the cart. Yes, that's one way to look at it. I'd like to request WAXP today, says Alex. Hang tight, I'll get to WAXP. Justin Wise lends his comments. Decentralized lending solutions built on Kusama, Solana, and others will be way past this issue. We'll see. We'll see centralized solutions for lending and banking and crypto coming from the big players as that's their racket. They're not willing to let all new players into the game. Decentralized solutions will pull the rug as they grow in popularity. Yeah, Justin Wise thinks, this is an interesting take, indeed. Maybe it's going to be the big established players in the room who are going to want to offer all these cool crypto dividends, crypto lending features, maybe in a centralized way for your safety and security of everyone involved, of course. That'll be their explanation. But indeed, maybe that's why we're seeing them try to push Coinbase out. And next thing you know, the regulators will be approving some existing players in the space to do the same. Kathy Woods sells Tesla stocks, a Bitcoin buy incoming, maybe. Kathy Woods sold Tesla, so Bitcoin buy. Okay, so Kathy Woods, you think she's selling Tesla to get into Bitcoin? That'd be something. Let's see here. Plant seeds. Yes, good idea. Rhino TD, CRO to $1. I would certainly hope so. CRO on a moon mission from Jonah Love the Show. Yes, I certainly hope it does. Look at the Cardano ecosystem too. It's way early. All right, yeah. Mr. Ether saying check out the Cardano ecosystem. Indeed, it is super, super early. The man, the myth, the legend, says Rhino TD. Justin Wise, indeed. Hey guys, do you have a buy zone for Solana? Ryan King asks, is one of the last comments I'm going to read. Ryan King, I will add your buy zone for Solana. I will add that to the request line. Mice Elf, have you guys looked at MOVR? We have in the past. I'll add it to the request line. We'll look at it again today. Rhino TD, I think Solana could behave like Ethereum and move up to at least 1,000. Man, Solana. That's all I'm hearing. Solana poised to take over the world, right? I'll probably be with a request for Jason as well. All right, guys, that's your comments this Thursday afternoon. Big shout-outs to everyone with us today. I'm going to go ahead and head over to the main scene. We're going to get Jason up on the screen. Oh, he's already live. Perfect. Heading over to Jason's monitor. Here we go. He's currently looking at. Man, I got to do a slight change because this is definitely not Alex's chart. That's for sure. Let's do it. Let's shrink down this chart view here so we can get more on screen. All right, this will do nicely. Here we go. All right, Jason. Let's do a quick scan, and I'm going to go get some requests ready as soon as I can, and we'll go from there.
I'll take a little bit of time here on Bitcoin because for me, that's what I usually do anyways, because I usually trade mostly in Bitcoin, so I let that kind of dictate what I'm going to be paying attention to. And to be honest with you, that dump that we got 2 days ago makes me feel very good about my current thesis because I've been in it for a while, ever since back about here when we got this bullish engulfing candle back up to get this on what I kind of thought might be a Jericho to the upside. But as you can just see, we just trended to the upside for quite a while there, which is also great. We caught it from the bottom all the way up here, and now on this rejection here, it does give me a little bit more confidence in the fractals that I've been plotting out here for the last maybe 2 months. So, I mean, real quickly, even here, like when I see this pattern and with this rejection, this reminds me amazingly of this. Like it's almost to a T, it's just shorter. So it's a little harder to see. So real quick, what I will do is, let's see here. Where do I want to do this? So let's just do a chart. I'm going to basically mimic the pattern with this chart bar pattern display here. I'm going to start from right here, go to, let's say, right here, and get ourselves a chart pattern. Of course, this is going to be a lot longer than the one that we're experiencing now, but let's look if we just shrink her down a little bit. Starting to look awfully familiar, isn't it? This
sure
topping behavior right here. This sell-off happened much faster than I assumed it would, but I don't think that that's necessarily going to be the end of it. I do believe that we're likely to experience a little bit of a dead cat bounce here, and why I do believe that bottom feeder did signal yesterday up to about 48,950, I believe. I do think that that's a good position considering its stop loss is below here. We might get some more volatility to the downside here, but I really do think that you're going to get that correction up here, dead cat bounce, and then we get that sell-off that I've been looking for a while. Because if you remember correctly, I plotted out the weekly with a much larger fractal that I've been looking at, and that is represented by here. This was taken a couple weeks ago. So we're now finally getting that sell-off that I've been expecting here down to where I believe we're going to be looking for is around the 26,000 range. To be honest with you, I think that we need to come down here and sweep liquidity. Let's here. Boom. Boom. I think that we likely get a pullback all the way to here. That's just what I'm looking at for now. Of course, with this narrative, we have a very easy stop because if we go just target above this high, if we get a new high above that last 52.8 around there, then this is probably going to be invalidated. So then we know quickly that we can get out of this position. But for the time being, I really do think that the position to be in is either flat or looking for that pressure to the upside to get into your shorts, because we did get such a large sell-off here on those last few days that I think it'll behoove you to be a little bit patient here and let price catch back up at least to the baseline sitting at around like 48.4, and then at that point you can look to get back into your shorts or just be patient with it, see if we get a higher high, because if we do, then game on, man. Then this fractal is completely done in my opinion. But right now I think it's based off of market sentiment, how many people are pinned into positions right now, all of the media that's talking about bullish things that are happening. I think all of this is kind of the signs of maybe we should be out of the market or hedging our position. But I will say that my hedging strategy with the 75 hole on the CME, which we can go take a look at real quick. And I utilized the CME chart because it does not include weekend data, which kind of smooths it out a little bit, helps you avoid some of that volatility and chop on the weekends that we tend to get. So this, move this to a 75 hole. So as you will see, I am completely out of Bitcoin now, considering that we did close below the 75 hole. And I mean, can't really argue with this. Came all the way back down, boom, out, and then all of a sudden you're back in. Rode this all the way up, and now we're out. So I don't think it's ridiculous to expect that push back up to maybe even 50K, much like that pattern that I was just showing you. Right here, boom, swing back up, and that takes us right to around that 50, and then we get that sell off again. So in my opinion, this is the most likely scenario. We're just going to have to take it day by day. I wish I could have taken a short yesterday on Bitcoin, as you will see here. You will here. This got the initial short signal here, but WADA for me, on my system has to be red. I won't take it if it's not completely red. But rising explosion level, everything that you want. But I was right not to take it so far. I'm expecting that push up, and that in context with the bottom feeder signal that we got yesterday, I figured it was best not to take a position. If we do get that bottom feeder swing up, we can use that as a position to get a better short entry, and then much easier to invalidate with losing less. So risk to reward's much better there. So for now, do nothing, but I am bearish overall on Bitcoin. Go over to Ethereum. I mean, today's going to be one of those days that the majors, I think they're all going to look pretty much the same. I think we're going to get this dead cat bounce out of a lot of them, back up to resistance, and then you're probably going to see that swing failure pattern. Going real quick. Yep, same thing. D5 perp. Already getting that swing back up. Some of these are acting a little bit quicker than others. Dragon perp as well, looking the exact same. And for me, guys, like when I see this type of pattern, there's nothing for me to do here but wait and see. Eat some popcorn, man, because there's no sense in taking this long if you don't know the break. Why would you long under resistance, as well as you don't know what this is going to do? So if it does break to the upside, great. Catch it on the pullback and then long the thing. Or wait, and then if we break back down below the baseline, then you know. Because that's usually what stresses people out, is they get into a position, they're not completely sure of what they should be doing, and then they second guess it, and then they get out. And then they get back in, and then they get back out. you need to have good ideas going in before you can even take these positions. And right here, I think it would, again, behoove you to wait. Hopefully, you get a little bit of appreciation, then you can catch the short. But Dragon Perp is, I mean, there's no WADA anywhere if you look at it. WADA actually not too bad on Exchange Perp. Interestingly enough, there was a bottom feeder signal out of BNB last night, so maybe something there. Mid perp looking very similar to Bitcoin. Same thing with shit perp here. Here, a little bit of gold. Gold looking pretty weak. A little bit of a bounce. Nothing really to do here. Just a bunch of noise. Silver as well. Nothing to do. I mean, actually, to be honest with you, looking at this, if you get a close above this level right here, above, let's see, 24.34, and I think that you would see this market wide. And you can see this already, which is giving me evidence that this is likely not to happen. How you see this candle push back up to here, because what I was going to point out is something that I've pointed out quite a bit. Let's just look at it would look awfully a lot like a 3-bar reversal. So let's just, if we can find. This would be a good example. So you see here how you need this close to be above the third candle here. So if you did get a close above this level on 24, above 24, then you likely could take this up to at least the 200 EMA, which give you plenty of room for a take profit. But I have the feeling with the way the rest of the market's going that you're likely not to get this close, and you're already seeing evidence that this is it's getting sold into already with only 3 hours left. So likely the same story here for silver, nothing to do. With everything going down, you'd expect, yep, I think we're finally going to get this breakdown. Alex has this charted out very well on the Wyckofian patterns, but I've been saying this for the last 3 days. This thing is going down, man. Like QQQ, showing some weakness, finally getting that breakdown as well. Nothing to do here quite yet, but it's on its way. Buy, same thing. Finally, today's likely, nope, not quite getting it yet, but within these next 2 days, you're likely to get that short signal on the SPY. Take a look at the Dixie real quick. The Dixie's interesting to me because I think that we're seeing the evidence, right? If you go to lower time frames here, this has acted as historical support before, and we might be getting an inverse head and shoulders here on the 4 hour. If this continues to act as support as it has before, then the narrative for Bitcoin going down, I think, holds even stronger, because we might get that reversal back to the upside. And then if that completes, then we're going to get a measured move likely up to the 93s, close above that on the weekly. Look at a close above 93 on the weekly. That's probably game on for the dollar. So I think that fits very nicely into the bearish narrative that I am seeing across the crypto market. Oh, not across the crypto, across Bitcoin, of course. The alts right now some of the alts are doing great with this little bit of selling pressure. But I think overall, when we do start to see that significant sell-off, it's going to drag everything down with it the same way that it's always done. So I think that's a pretty good overview of the way I do it. Like I don't need to look at all of the markets, sugar, wheat, all that stuff. Yeah, it's fun, but it's not something that I utilize in my daily routines. I like to trade crypto, baby.
All right. Does that mean you want to get into the request a little early? Want to do that now?
Why not?
All right, let's do it, guys. We're going to get into your requests right now. Still got a generous amount of room for more requests. Lightning Bitcoin. What is Lightning Bitcoin? Bitcoin Lightning. I see another request here. I'm just going to go quickly check what Lightning Bitcoin is, and then we're going to get into the first request. Yeah, I search Lightning Bitcoin. I get Lightning Network, of course. LBTC. Let's see here. LBTC coin.
Isn't that like a lesbian club or?
Maybe not go there, but let's have a look here. This is a token. It's called Lightning Bitcoin, LBTC, and it trades. I'm going to add this to the request line, and oof, kind of obscure trades on some no-name shit exchanges. All right, I'll still add this, see if we can maybe look at ETH1's request. In the meantime, Blackbird 97, Solana printing a nasty daily today. Yeah, I think I have Solana on the list. Yep, I do have Solana on the list. Hang tight, guys. We're going to get into that. Let me put the first request up on the board in that case. We're going to get into it. Here we go.
That miserable lesbian play.
I don't recall. I guess I never seen that one. I've never.
Is there anywhere that has a little bit more data on Wax? KuCoin maybe? Yeah, there. Okay.
Let's see here. Alex81SG wrote, I'd like to request WAXP today, looking to increase my long-term holdings. Okay, so wants to add a little more WAXP to his bag. How would you do this?
Well, to be honest with you right now, my man, I would be looking at this pump as an exit pump. People trying to get out of their positions before a larger dump. This is a good short position. It's a little overextended, but if I was looking at this right now, I would be looking at this as an opportunity to get into a short position. I think that you're going to likely trend all the way down. Yeah, I think that you're going to trend all the way down and hit these levels at least. So if you're in a long position, I would be using this as a moment to get out of my position, to be honest with you. As for my system, like I said, it is signaling a short here. So you're likely to get maybe a channel or a descending broadening wedge, which if you do get that broadening wedge, it could come all the way back down to here, and then you get that. Boom. Likely come back up to here because that would be the measured move. With the way everything else is shaping up, man, I think that this is an opportunity to get out of your position, not to look on stacking more. So take with that a grain of salt, but I don't think you should be adding to a long position in this position. Take a look at the weekly. Yeah, and you're pretty extended. I mean, I do like this weekly grab. If you get continuation out of this bad boy from here, if this holds, looking at the weekly, that isn't terrible. If you get a close above here, it's going to be game on, but that's going to be quite the grab. But on the daily, there's nothing to do. I would lock in profit, to be honest with you, because looking at the weekly, you just don't know if that's going to hold. And you have a lot more to risk going down than you do going up. So, what's next?
All right. There was your look at WAXP for Alex81SG. Let's go ahead and get into the next request. Yes, Jason loves getting ahead of me. Rhino TD writes Crow to $1, and Jonah loved the show. Crow and a couple emojis. All right, so maybe not formal Crow request, but personally, you know, me being a Crow holder, I was hoping to give Crow a look. So, Jason, what can you tell us about Crow?
Crow's interesting here, just in the sense that it got the sell-off and it's getting that buyback that we're kind of expecting on Bitcoin. It's kind of rallying a little bit quicker, but I think that this right here, if it were to close as is, this doesn't interest me at all. Looks a lot like a swing failure pattern to me. WADA is not there for you either. But also your oscillators haven't had time to reset on this, so there's really nothing to do here. You're still below resistance, rejection from resistance. So if anything, you should be using this as a moment to probably take profit. And then if you do get another close back above, you're still under resistance. I think you just need more time on this. If anything, I think you should be either patient or short on it. But we're above the baseline right now, so I can't advise getting into a short. I think you should be taking profit on this swing to the upside.
All right. Well, that sounds like that concludes your thoughts on Crow.
A lot of these charts look very similar, guys. So
Indeed. Might be repeating ourselves a lot here, but let's get into the next one. It is Ryan King on YouTube. Hey, guys, do you have a buy zone for Solana? Yeah, I mean, if you didn't board the Solana train yet, might be a little late. It is up like 400% in like a month.
Yeah, I think that you got some hope and stars. Like, yeah, little Liam Neeson. Good luck. Okay. To be honest with you, it's had an incredible run here. Looking at it, look at all these continuations that would have played out, played out, played out, played out, played out. Just got another continuation that looks like it's getting sold into. To be honest with you, I think it's run its course. It's not. I mean, what is this? Anyways, an increase like 300%, 200%.
I think it's up 400%. And
Well, that says 16,000%. So,
how far
oh,
back are you measuring?
not.
How far back are you going? You must be going back to last year.
Oh well, that's just one run though.
Yeah, that is just one run. And just the last month alone's 400%. So, I mean, I get it. Something looks like it's running. People are
I
looking to
think
FOMO
that
in.
if anything, like a parabolic run like this, and if we do get that bearishness that I'm expecting, just go for the full 80 at least, man. I mean, what's an 80% retracement on that? Wow, right up to my, yeah. So I mean, I think you can expect. This looks like an old ascending triangle that did play out, in my opinion. Maybe not. Actually, that might actually just be a intersection. But anyways, bringing that back all the way to here, I think that you could get a pullback almost to $47, man. The hype, think about it. When these things happen, when people come to this show and go, hey, man, what's a good entry on this? That usually means it's trending. So, like, it's never the inverse. When it's had, like, a crazy, like, update, people are like, can I get it? Can I get out now? Can I get out now? No one ever wants that. They just want more. Like, this is the time where you need to be taking profit. People are getting greedy. I think that it'll give all of this back. I do believe it'll give all of it back. Same way. I'm not sure how long it could continue to the upside, but I think that the opportunity cost is to the downside. If you do that, you're going to be hurting, I think.
Yeah, well said. It's hard to advocate to buy something that's pumped this hard, like you said, 16,000% in about a year, 400% on the month. Maybe Solana is a little overheated, and all this, the FOMO. The FOMO is the instinct you should not be indulging right now. I get it, guys. Solana feels like it's running. Everybody's buzzing about Solana. All you want to do is get in on Solana. You want to board the Solana train before it becomes the new Ethereum. Guys, maybe that's all hysteria. Do not panic into buying Solana here. Maybe, and I mean, especially since we're waiting on, seemingly Bitcoin could be preparing to, turn down even harder. We might get the big protracted correction that Jason was talking about earlier in the show. Do you really want to be?
I think it makes sense. I really think it makes sense because look at chart patterns. Name one time a chart pattern just blew your mind. You're like, oh man, I've seen this before. I've never seen one that just goes straight up. Have you?
Yeah.
It just doesn't exist.
Yep. I think
It's a rug pull and it goes to zero.
I understand the desire to want to FOMO into Solana on this big run, but I've done that before and I paid the cost. And then every time I think of like the unthinkable price, no, I can't correct this hard, this deep. It'll never go back down there. No, that's pretty much exactly where it ends up going back. So there's your look at Solana potential buy zones. I know might not have given you the answer you wanted, as in get in the next 24 hours, but
I think that the next buy zone for you would be $47.
yep, that's what Jason thinks, and we'll see if that comes to pass. Although I know that might be
Might take a little while, might take a couple months, but I think you're looking at the beginning of the end of this movement.
Indeed. All right, very exciting. Not to fudge Solana too much, but again, it's hard to advocate on this channel for people to pile in when something's pumped this hard. All right. Let's see here.
I mean, if you're in it, just make sure that you're taking care of your profits. Wait for the break of this trend. But I think that you can keep riding it as long as you keep getting these continuations, long until you're wrong. But if you're not in it, taking a position here, I think, is going to be silly.
All right. Well, a lot of people in the chat disagree. People saying Solana is about to rocket to $1,000. My brother. Maybe CryptoCats. Maybe Wayne Arnott. I think. Can you look at? All right. I will add that to the list. Okay. So I think we've given Solana a good enough of a look. That is our take. Of course, we are conservative and we are playing it safe on something
trying to
that's
make money, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's not going to be very much for MOVR, man.
Yep. Mice Elf wants to look at MOVR. You got a market for that, or do we have to go to ChartX or something?
Let's see. Kraken and KuCoin have it, but they're both brand new, man. There's nothing to do here. Just I mean, I can only imagine this looks like a little bull flag. Boom. Without more data, let's see. I guess ChartX if it.
Yeah, let's take a look here. This is its own independent token, so it's not even going to be on ChartX. It's not an Ethereum token. Doesn't trade on any dexes right now.
Well, do here, guys. I mean, if you're in it, you're making money. But who knows? Like, I don't know where resistance. There's nothing to do here.
Yeah, there's not a lot of data.
Yeah,
It looks like
boom.
it just launched recently. Let me see here.
Yeah, I'm not interested in something
All
that's
time.
this fresh.
All
It's like
time.
buying scratchy lotteries.
Yeah, it launched barely 2 weeks ago. So not a lot of data on MOVR and myself. I wish we could dive in a little further, but not much to say on that without more price history. Let's go ahead and get to the next request. Big shout outs to Polly B. You're up with your FET request. Polly B writes, requesting FET USDT, Jason, please. All right, FET.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't like it below resistance like this, especially with what the rest of the market is. But I can say in terms of this long signal that this would have been a good long signal. And right now what you're getting is that pullback to the baseline with a little bit of a bounce here. You wouldn't be silly for taking this position, to be honest with you. But with the way the market's looking to me, I don't think that I would look to take this. It does appear that we're gaining a little bit of support here. I think if you go to lower sorry, that's the 4. That makes sense. Okay, never. So you would have gotten your continuation here that already would have played out, hit TP1 and TP2 back down. But the 4 hour doesn't necessarily look terrible on that long signal. But with the take profit long here on the daily, I feel like we are getting a little topped out. This bearish engulfing candle that's coming down, I think that this is evidence that you're going to begin to see a sell-off to lower lows here, at least. I mean, it could hold. I mean, there is historical support here. But the daily is giving you a take profit long, which I would have to agree with, because if you did take this continuation signal, you would have already swept 2 take profits and been out. And I don't trade 2 trades in a row. I don't like to look a gift horse in the mouth. So this would have already played out. I mean, it does look good in the sense of higher highs. A close above this on the weekly would likely lead to continuation as well. You're just going to have to see how this weekly closes, man. The weekly does look good, but for how long? You just have to wait for that close. The daily's giving you a take profit long signal, so maybe that's a blessing, man. You need to get out now because volatility to the downside's coming.
All right. Well, that was a look at Fetch AI. Shout out to Polly B for that one. Let me read a couple comments in here. Indeed, Solana triggered a few people. CryptoCats 47 is kind of insane for this great project. Jonah loved the show. This one's kind of tragic. Says, I had so much Solana. I took 10,000 profit. If I had it now, it would be worth 44 million. No joke. I feel sick writing it.
Yeah. Can't pay the bills with what ifs, my friend.
Yep.
And also, they're useless.
Jonah, I feel you. I remember I bought Cardano on launch, like way back in 17, I think. I bought ADA for sats, and I sold it quickly after. I didn't really know much about it at the time, and yeah, I think many of us have all been there. Might have sold bags early, but that's just the way the game goes. You really can't beat yourself up for it, whether or not you left $44 million somewhere on the table in the past. So I feel you there, Jonah. I feel you. Boris Bitcoin, happy Thursday, all. I see your request, Boris Bitcoin. I'm going to add that to the list in the meantime. We're going to look at the next request. It's assuming Jason's already ahead of me. Jonah, love the show. Can we please take a look at C98? It runs on Solana, and I can see this baby going places. Check it out and let us know what you think. Okay, well, Jonah wants to look.
I was looking at this, and I kind of wanted to point it out. It's something that was sticking out in my mind. real quick on the hourly of Bitcoin, and one of the reasons why I'm in the position that I'm currently in. But if you look at this right here, it's the same type of fractal. I believe that we're going to go sideways here. We just finally got that press up, which you're seeing right here is mimicked by this same pattern. We're about to get a sell-off, I believe. Probably around to the 42,000 range. And then we see this reaction the same way. I think that'll happen the same way. And then we see this reaction off to the bottom that gives us our fill on that bottom feeder signal, which will take us up to, and then we get the sell-off. That's the way in my head, I think it's finally getting closer to, I can look at it on the hourly and see it. But this is the thesis that I'm going with for now.
All
but
right.
anyways,
Jason,
what was the next thing on the
next one up is coming from Jonah Love the Show. Can we please take a look at C98? It runs on Solana. I can see this baby going places. All right, let's go give C98 a look.
I mean, just looking at this pattern, I hate it. I think that you need to test these lower lows first. It's kind of weird to look at, but you are finally starting to break. Oh, no, never mind. You are not breaking.
That's on the Binance you're looking at right now, right?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you.
They've been seeing.
Oh, okay. I was looking at a stock. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that looked, the candle data looked a little funny.
On the daily, nothing to do. There's not much data. It looks like you're getting. Wait for a break on this, and you're likely to go sideways a little bit, but a break and close above that would likely lead to continuation. There's not very much data here, as well as WADA sucks. You're just kind of listing away, but nothing to do. There's way better charts out there, but way better things to look at than this.
Yep. Tread carefully on C98 from the sounds of it.
Like, you might have to do some fundamental research on that, because that's not what I do. I look at charts.
Yep, not
enough data to do anyway.
Not a lot of data on that one. But I'll take it under advisement. Jonah Love the Show, big Solana fan, and telling everybody to go check out C98 DYOR, guys. Check that out. In the meantime, let's go look at Rolo Maximus's request. Hey, folks, could you take a look at HBAR? All right, we'll start HBAR.
Well, I must have missed HBAR in one of my scans, because this is a good signal, and I'm not sure why I didn't take it. Oh, that's right, because I've had to cut out all of the Binance. But looking at this would have been a great signal a couple days ago. You would be hitting TP1 right now, moving your stop loss to break even. I don't like this under this resistance. I think being in here was the right thing, so you could be taking profit and then seeing what happens. Any kind of close below here, I think it's just going to act as resistance and reject. But as for now, nothing to do. It's gotten too far away from you. Entering here would likely end up in a loss to the downside.
All right, well, if that concludes your thoughts on HBAR, we have LYXE next.
LYXE a lot.
Luxo.
LYXE.
That's right.
KuCoin?
Let me go see what the top trading pair is.
Man, is that not the exact same chart as HBAR? Check that out.
Yep, KuCoin.
Just see. Ugh. Pretty damn close. Yeah, same exact thing I said for that one. You should have been in right here. You would have hit TP1 today. Nothing to do. Stop loss at break even. Getting in here would be a bad decision in my opinion. So, looks like we're going to the zoo, are we? I don't know what zoo is.
Oh, zoo, yes. We're going to get into zoo. Before we do, of course, I'm going to shout out Taz Blitz. Taz Blitz came through with a diamond super chat. Thank you very much, guys. I just dropped 500 lemons in the chest because I am going to be preparing to open the D-Live chest in just a few minutes. I'm just scrolling up to see if I missed any more super chats, but no, we're good there. All right, so up next, Jason, indeed, Zoo is one of the next requests. Let me take a look here. Paranormal Debunker, can we look at Zookeeper Zoo token if possible? Yeah, let me go quickly look into Zookeeper. And it's an Ethereum-based token on one chain. Okay, so it's one chain-based token. Oh, it's not Ethereum. It's one chain based. Oh, it's one swap token. It only trades on one chain's DEX.
Where can I chart one chain on chart?
I don't think so.
I
Unfortunately,
don't have any way to chart that.
my man, where was he?
We're gonna have to go to the zoo later.
Might have to go. Yes, Paranormal Debunker. We have to go to this. It's that, or we go to CoinTrader.pro. I don't know if you wanna entertain the CoinTrader.pro. This is usually what Alex does. He goes to CoinTrader, he finds it on there, but I don't know. You tell me. Let's try it. Let's throw Paranormal Debunker a bone here, and figure out how.
I don't use CoinTrader.
Let's see here.
I don't have a login.
Me neither. Yes. You gotta log in to get anything out of it. All right. I'm really sorry, Paranormal Debunker. We couldn't do Zoo today. Alex should be back tomorrow, and if you request it again, I'm sure Alex will be able to look at it using his CoinTrader account. Unfortunately, this is the nature of these obscure shitcoins that are difficult to chart sometimes because they're not really widely available in a lot of markets. With that said, enough of that. Let's go into the next request for AnyWord. AnyWord wants to look at LBC, library credits. All right, let me go look. Where does LBC trade?
Bittrex.
Yes, Bittrex is indeed the top trading pair, so let's check out Bittrex.
It does look like you are going to get a continuation short today. I don't like it in conjunction with these old historical levels. I wouldn't be taking that continuation, to be honest with you. But it's definitely not good for a long here. You might get some pressure to the downside and then get that pop. But with the way that it's playing out right here, if anything, you should be out of it or getting into a short. What is an 80? 96% correction on that. It could get worse. But yeah, nothing's like, wow, this is amazing. This is kind of garbage.
All right, not feeling the LBC, but there you have it. I see another request. Ask about my wiener dog just showed up in the live chat. I'm going to add your request to the line, and we're going to get into those very briefly. Everybody on D-Live standing by, get ready. I'm going to open the chest after this next request a little early. Wayne Arnott. Someone's trying to connect me how to correct his name. It's Arnott. Somebody maybe was just trolling me. Either way, Wayne A over on YouTube. Can you take a look at Tezos USD? All right, XTZ.
It looks like we are getting that bounce that I'm expecting out of the rest of everything. XTZ looks like it's kind of front running the rest of them. If anything, to be honest with you, man, I think that this is an opportunity to get short. I really do. I think that this would be, you could take this position, this short position here. Like would have been wicked out. You wouldn't have, why I didn't take it them anyways, because it's a little too far extended. And when you get that, you usually expect that dead cat, throw cat hard enough, you'll get it to bounce. Like, if you get a sell enough hard enough, you're gonna get some buying pressure to the upside, and I think that's what we're experiencing here. So taking that short position here and then setting your stop above the local highs, I think that's a great thesis for a trade, man. But if anything, you should either be out of this or getting out of it or looking for a short position. If you get that higher high in continuation, then great, take it. But as for now, I think it's going to act as resistance, and this is your moment to get out.
All right. Well, there was your look at Tezos, and let me have a look here.
Again.
Let's have a look here. There is a crypto called Lemons. Yes, indeed, there is. I guess this might be it. I see YY came through. I got your request, YY. I'm gonna get to it in just a second. excuse me, ask about my wiener dog. I hold LBC just because I like the project. Yeah, I'm with you there. I definitely like LBC. I'm getting more and more excited about Odyssey and that entire platform. They finally fixed the live streaming over there. I don't know why live streaming always ran like crap since they released it. They've made some fixes recently. I do think Library LBC, or Odyssey as it's called, is indeed a project I like as well, but I'm not into the tokens, but maybe I should be. I gotta support all my favorite creators that are over there. With that said, let's go ahead and I'm gonna open the chest. This time, I promise I'm opening the chest, guys. So by the time you hear this, I'm gonna be opening that chest. Get ready for that prompt. I'm gonna introduce the next request and then click the button. Next request is DOT. Yes, Polkadot for Wayne .USD. If you have time, I'm gonna go open the chest. Get ready.
Same exact thing for a dot here. I think that this is the dead cat bounce that you're looking for to get out of any positions as well as take this short position. I think that this is going to get faded, man. I think like the rest of the market. This is the opportunity to get out, take your profit, or start acquiring a short position. Again, put yourself a stop above that. A nice way to invalidate your thesis, but I think that you're going to see a swing failure out of this.
All right, swing beware, buyer beware, swing failure is what Jason foresees. With that said, quick shout out to Rhino TD. Took away the big bag today on DLive with over 100 lemons. Crypto Jenny coming in second. Crypto Jenny making away with 60 lemons, and Any Word rounding out number 3 spot with 44 lemons. Shout outs to Blackbird and Jonah Love the Show, our other winners today. All right. We're in the closing minutes of the show, guys. We got a couple of requests still left. That was a look at Dot. We're going to get into YY on YouTube. His request is near. Jason's already ahead of me.
Sorry. Looking at this. I mean, near does look like crazy bullish. But with what's happening with the rest of the market, I think that there's not really nothing to do. If you were in your positions, you should have been taking profit by now. I think that you're likely to see this get sold into the exact same way we saw Bitcoin get sold into. Yes, it did make a higher high, but if we start to see that market tank, then it's gonna bring everything else with it, of course. So I think that you're likely to come down here and test this region first. But I mean, if you're in it, take some profit, and if you want to hold on to it until it closes below the baseline, great. But taking a position here, I don't think is beneficial for you.
All right. Well, indeed. If you're in near, I guess sticking out, it does look good. But probably a little late to get on board in that one. Let me have a look here. Big shout outs to Mr. Ether. Came through with a $20 USD super chat. A very, very generous Mr. Ether as always. $20 coming through our tip jar. Smash the like button if you want me to do a giveaway next week. Wow, Mr. Ether doing a giveaway. Well, you guys better smash that damn like button on YouTube. I want to see what kind of goodies Mr. Ether has to give away. Rhino TD, thank you. CryptoBull21, Golden Cross in about a week. We usually drop 15% shortly after GC. Okay. Basis trade. Check out this coin called Alpha on the Matic network. Okay, we still have a few minutes. Maybe I can humor another token or two. Alpha on Matic, though. That better be the same Alpha we're always looking at.
Is that Alpha USDT from Binance? Like, is that the same one?
I'm gonna guess it is, but I'm just gonna double check really quickly right now. Alpha.
I don't like it under resistance. I think it's the same. You're gonna get that sweep up for people to exit, and then we're gonna get the breakdown. It's the same as the rest of these. Does not look good. You should be looking at this as an opportunity to get out of your positions or setting up a short position.
All right. Any further thoughts on Alpha? I guess that's clean and straight to the point. Shoutouts to basis
chart
trade.
Says what it says, man. Like, it's not, like I said.
Yep.
Alex always, it's not what rocket surgery.
Indeed. Shoutouts to basis in the live chat. Might not be an answer you're looking for on Alpha, but yes, get out. Someone else mentioned earlier. The show. Someone said, I can't. Let me go see if I can find it. Yes, Any Word wrote that the show can be summed up as get out. Yes, it certainly can be. Get out now. All right.
Out to the dollar. What are you doing?
Get to the chopper. All right. Let's have a look here, guys. CryptoBull21. I already mentioned this comment. Any other requests still in here? Look at Crypto Jenny coming up. Yes, Crypto Jenny definitely on the come up. Joined our stream just like a couple weeks ago, already taking the top spots in the lemon giveaways. Basis trade 2 million APY. Okay. Damn, no prompt again. Well, sorry, David, you didn't get the lemon prompt again. Are you on mobile? Because it really sucks on mobile. Basis trade. I lost to 90% of value over 2 days. IOST. Maybe he means IOST.
Oh, I was going to say, it sounds like someone is not position sizing correctly.
Either he says I lost or he wrote IOST. 90% of value over 2 days. Oh, no, he definitely said lost. But what is lost? Was it the one we just looked at? I'm not too sure. YY says thank you. Well, shout outs to you. Bflow says, what are you going to give me on YouTube with a $20 super chat? Wow, the super chat wars have begun on YouTube. Bflow just came through with another $20. Justin Wise thanking Mr. Ether for the big $20 super chat. Thank you there. How long has Alpha been alive? Asks Rhino TD. I'll tell you right now. Alpha's data goes all the way back to late 2020. It looks like, yeah. So launched at a good time. Launched at a good time to ride that appreciation wave. Let's see here. Bust a move on that like button, says Dave Rice. Yes, listen to Dave. Do that. Alpha trade. We have looked at that. It's the near one. You left me when I was most vulnerable, says Bflow. I guess we did. Let's see here. I see a request here from Move. And okay, cool. Basis trade. My DLive has been glitching. Well, not a problem. If your DLive glitched and you missed any part of your request, the replay is going to be available on YouTube in a few minutes, including timestamps. So hang tight. The replay with timestamps on YouTube certainly provides one nice way to get that out. All right, I have one final request of the day, and we're going to get out of here. We're going to call it a day for this Thursday installment in the Breaking Bitcoin Market Update series. But not before we get to Daniel's final request. It's the following. He wants to look at Move slash BNB. Okay, so I think...
Get out of the way.
Yeah, Move.
Here I come. Here I go.
Move is Mover. And... Move trades on SushiSwap. You're going to need... ChartX chart SushiSwap tokens? I think it does.
I don't think...
SushiSwap is BSC, isn't it? Yep. You should be able to ChartX Move, which is yes, yep, Ethereum-based token.
MOVE?
Yeah, MOVE.
Not getting anything on ChartX.
Nothing. Let me go look at markets. Yeah, it's a SushiSwap. You know what? You might need Metamorphosis. That ChartX.pro. Have you ever used that?
I don't have ChartX.pro. Well, no, I have ChartX.pro. Yes, I don't have the Metamorphosis though.
Type in, if you have Pro, then just type in metamorphosis.chartx.pro. If you need help spelling that, let me know. I can maybe drop the link. Metamorphosis. Damn, even I don't have the friggin' link. I thought I had the...
Is it? How do you spell it? M-A-T-A-M-O-R-P-H.
I'm typing it into my address bar right now. All right, I got it. And... how the hell can I get this link over to you now? Let me drop...
PH what?
There you go. Dropped it in the...
Bunch of idiots over here.
Yeah, my mistake. Dude, I'm not gonna dictate you back that entire link, but by all means, go check your DM. I just dropped it.
Post it.
I just posted in your DMs.
Yep.
Go open up Metamorphosis, and we will make an extra special move here to get Move out of the way for Daniel.
Still not there.
Still nothing? Alright. Unfortunately, Daniel, this is a SushiSwap jobby, and Alex is usually more capable of pulling up some of these more obscure tokens.
Would be able to pull it up on ChartX. I mean, maybe on CoinTrader.
Maybe on CoinTrader. I don't know. We'd have to maybe find it at another time, guys. I mean, I hate giving people the no answer, so I'm just going to try this myself real quick. Let's see here. Is this it? Nope, this is not it. I just dropped the contract address and no, it took me to something else. Holly held wrapped ether. Huh. Alright, well, I certainly did give it a try, guys, and that's one way to wind the show down this Thursday afternoon. My apologies for not being able to get to move and a couple others today, but hey, if you join us tomorrow for the Friday installment of the Breaking Bitcoin Market Updates, more than likely we'll be able to look at a few that we neglected to get to today. Big shout-outs, of course, to everybody kicking it in our audience. Thank you to everybody who came through with Super Chats and diamonds in recent days. Yep. Much love to everyone in the audience, but okay, actually, I gotta quickly flip something on my screen. As we begin to wind down, I'm gonna have to bring everybody's attention back to the elephant in the room. It's premium.krakencryptocurrency.com. If you're looking to step up your game as a trader, if you're tired of discretionary trading and losing all the time, there certainly is a winning way to shape up your trading system to really rake in those rewards. You could find that by checking out the Pathways to Profits course over on premium.krakencryptocurrency.com. Heck, you can check out all our proprietary indicators that we've developed here in the lab specifically for our trading style. We have members lounge. We have community mentorship sessions, and now with Justin back, I think we're even going to be polishing. What's the word? Sharpening up. We're going to be sharpening up our material.
Cobwebs out.
Yep, gonna shake out those cobwebs. We're gonna get better. We're gonna keep working on our education material, and providing lots of goodies, including even Justin. Justin, I think, is back, and he's looking to really get into some homework around here and help people on their journey again. So we'll look forward to that. Now is a better time than ever. Get to tap your boy Justin for his insights, his thoughts. In the near future. He's back, and mostly back, and I think it's one of the benefits of joining Premium. Get to talk to Justin some more. So shout out to Justin. Hopefully I didn't oversell or overpromise anything here, but there you have it, guys. And of course, check out discord.krakencryptocurrency.com, including the new content channel. I do post the YouTube replay link to that as soon as the timestamps go live. So if you want to be notified of when the timestamps are pushed to the video, just follow the new content channel in the server. Get notified right away. All right. Nothing else to add. Sorry I dragged the outro out a little bit, guys. Hour and a half installment in the bag. Thank you so much. Much love to everybody in the audience. Final words to Jason.
Just trade safely, guys. Make sure that you're position sizing correctly, using the proper risk management. I think that the right idea here is likely to be on your hands. Let the market play out the way it's going to. You're going to have swings in either direction, so don't feel like you're going to miss out on a position. I do think the bearish narrative is more likely to play out, so the more patient you are with that, you'll likely catch that swing up to like the 48, the 49, 50s, maybe. I think that will happen eventually, but that will be the moment that we really need to be looking to take this to the downside. And then from there, we can be invalidated pretty easily. So, just take it day to day. No trade is still a trading decision, man.
Indeed. All right, guys, enjoy your day. And one last comment to Basis Trade on DLive. Do you guys do futures on here at all? Yeah, actually we do. Generally, our other analyst does have the captain seat for the TA, and he does in fact cover futures. So if you're new here, Basis.
Look at the charts. It's just not something that I trade personally.
Yeah,
charts are usually.
So Basis Trade, if you do subscribe, come back. We do the show every day, hour plus every day, Monday through Friday. Dedicated full-time traders and analysts on the show every day, giving you their insights. I certainly hope we've earned your follow, your subscription. Shout outs to Basis Trades. We'll get into futures markets tomorrow. That's Friday. Peace out. Much love. I am finally logging off. I promise this time.
Goodbye.
That's later.